When most people think about Amazon, they imagine a simple equation. You buy something, Amazon makes money, a package arrives at your door, and somewhere inside that transaction, profit is generated. It feels obvious, but the reality is far more complex and far more strategic, because Amazon didn't become one of the most valuable companies in the world by relying on product markups alone. In fact, in many cases, the product you buy isn't where the real profit is made. Amazon is not just an online store. It is a multi-layered economic machine. Each layer feeds the next. Each layer strengthens the system. And once you see how the layers connect, you realize you're not just shopping, you're participating in infrastructure. Today, we're going to take this machine apart, piece by piece. Let's start with the obvious surface. Retail, millions of products, billions in revenue, constant movement. At first glance, this seems like the core business, but retail is highly competitive. Margins are thin. Electronics, low margin. Groceries, very low margin. Household items, competitive pricing pressure. Everywhere, Amazon often prioritizes low prices over high profit per item. Why? Because retail is not designed to maximize short-term profit. It's designed to maximize traffic. Traffic is power. The more customers visit Amazon daily, the more valuable the platform becomes. Retail trains consumer behavior. It builds habit. When someone needs something, anything, they instinctively open Amazon. That habit is worth more than margin on a single product. Retail is the engine that attracts attention at scale, and attention is monetizable in multiple ways. Retail is not the profit center. It is the gravitational force. Now the system shifts. More than half of products sold on Amazon are not owned by Amazon. They're sold by third-party sellers. This changes everything. Instead of taking risk on inventory, Amazon provides access. Access to customers, access to logistics, access to visibility, and access is not free. When a seller makes a sale, Amazon takes a percentage. That commission can range roughly around 15%, sometimes more, depending on the category. But that's only one stream. If sellers use fulfillment by Amazon, meaning Amazon stores, packs, and ships the product, additional fees apply. Storage fees, fulfillment fees, long-term inventory fees. And here's where it becomes powerful. Sellers compete against each other. To stand out, they buy advertising inside Amazon, which means sellers pay Amazon to compete for visibility. On Amazon, the platform earns regardless of which seller wins. Amazon doesn't need to win the product war. It wins the infrastructure war. This layer transforms Amazon from a retailer into a toll booth. Every seller passing through pays. Now we introduce predictability. Amazon Prime is not just about fast shipping, it's a behavioral strategy. When someone pays for a membership, something psychological happens. They want to use what they paid for. That increases order frequency. Studies consistently show Prime members spend significantly more annually than non-members. But Prime does more than increase spending. It reduces comparison. When shipping feels free and fast, friction disappears. Consumers stop checking other sites. Prime creates loyalty through convenience, and convenience is addictive. Now, Amazon has recurring subscription revenue, predictable income, higher engagement, stronger customer lock-in. Retail brings customers in, Prime keeps them inside. Now we reach a powerful transition. Search for almost any product on Amazon. You'll notice sponsored results at the top. Brands pay for that placement. Why is that so powerful? Because Amazon ads appear at the exact moment of purchase intent. Not when someone is casually browsing social media, but when they are ready to buy. That precision makes advertising extremely valuable, and advertising margins are much higher than retail margins. This layer scales fast. More traffic means more search queries. More search queries mean more ad space. More ad space means more competition among sellers. Competition increases ad prices, which increases Amazon's revenue. Retail brings traffic. Marketplace creates competition. Competition fuels advertising. The machine becomes self-reinforcing. Now we move beyond shopping entirely. Amazon Web Services, AWS, provides cloud infrastructure, servers, storage, databases, machine learning tools. Major companies rely on AWS to run their digital operations, streaming platforms, startups, financial institutions, government services. Instead of building expensive physical servers, businesses rent computing power from Amazon, and cloud infrastructure tends to carry stronger profit margins than retail. AWS doesn't depend on seasonal shopping trends. It runs continuously. Businesses sign long-term contracts. Infrastructure usage grows as digital demand grows, while the retail platform captures public attention. AWS quietly generates significant operating income. It's stable, scalable, and deeply embedded into the internet itself. If retail is the storefront, AWS is the engine room. Now, we connect everything. Every purchase creates data. Every search creates data. Every seller listing creates data. Every advertisement generates performance metrics. This data improves recommendations, improves pricing decisions, improves demand forecasting, improves inventory placement, improves advertising targeting. The system becomes smarter over time. And intelligence improves efficiency. Efficiency increases margin. Data is not a side effect. It is a strategic asset. At this point, Amazon is no longer a store. It is an ecosystem. Customers depend on fast delivery. Sellers depend on marketplace exposure. Businesses depend on AWS infrastructure. Brands depend on advertising visibility. Each group strengthens the other. Leaving becomes difficult because alternatives rarely offer the same integration. This is the power of a layered machine. Not dominance in one area, but interconnected strength across many. Conclusion: the machine revealed. So how does Amazon make money? Not through a single stream, but through a coordinated system. Retail drives traffic. Marketplace monetizes sellers. Prime locks in customers. Advertising captures intent. AWS powers infrastructure. Data strengthens everything. It's not just commerce, it's architecture. And every time you click Buy Now, you activate more than a transaction. You activate a machine.